2023 real estate market is off with a bang. We're here already a month into 2023. We've got January's real estate market recap. We're going to go over the numbers right now, hot off the presses. And some of these numbers may surprise with you. So stick with me here as we go through these here. My name is Chris McMahon. I'm a real estate agent local right here at the Saratoga Glens Falls and the whole entire capital region. So if this is your first time to the channel, thanks for showing up, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave here so you get notified when I get new videos coming out. Got new videos coming out all the time. We're doing market reports, we're doing neighborhood recaps. We just cover all things real estate and just events, businesses, and stuff in the area. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't miss out on any of the new videos that are coming out here. That being said, let's move into our January recap for the market report. The first thing we're going to touch on, we're going to go to Saratoga Springs. So down in Saratoga Springs, average sales price, month of January, $550,000, down quite a bit from December. If you remember going back to December, $689,000 in December. So we're down a pretty good chunk on their days on the market. Dropped, surprisingly, right after the New Year. So right before the New Year's here in that holiday season, days on the market dropped to 23 days. Number of actives, roughly about the same in 85. It was a couple more than that in the previous month. New listings, 37 new listings came out in January, okay, as opposed to December when we had 34. And the number of solds are down at 24 when it was 37 the previous month. So going down here, let's head down south, Clifton Park, our second stop on our train here. Average sales price, $392,000 in Clifton Park. Again, that is down from $399 in the previous month. So not a ton, but down about $7,000 from the previous months. Days on the market is up at 31, just over a month, up from 27. So again, that hasn't changed a significant amount, but pretty close. Actives, 36 active listings right now, which is down from 40 in the previous month. New listings exactly the same. It stayed the same at 20. And the number of solds, again, this is also down from the previous month, as was Saratoga's, to 21 from 35. So that dropped about 14, which is a pretty decent number. Head down, let's talk about the capital here. Albany, average sales price in Albany, $253,000, slipping again from $256, so only down a couple thousand. It's down. Days on the market up to 19 from 18, so that's went up a couple there. Number of actives dropped down again. I think this is the second consecutive month we've seen Albany drop the number of actives down to 77, so it's a pretty decent jump from last month, or drop I should say, from last month from 96. New listings 49, which is actually increased. Number of solds 57. Again, that is dropped from the 79 from the previous month. So a pretty decent number on that one. Now we're moving over to Ballston Spa. Ballston Spa, again, we're seeing a trend here. Average sales price, Ballston Spa has dropped to $364. What it was the month before that was $389. So we're seeing a drop on that one. Days on the market is 40, so it's increased on the days on the market there as well. Number of active listings is up to 34, up from 41. And new listings, 25, when last month was 13. So we saw a jump in new listings again. And the number of sales, again, is down 16 from 21. So it dropped 5 from the previous month there. Queensbury, another drop in Queensbury. Queensbury's dropped. Remember, they had that huge spike a couple months ago and have now come back down. Queensbury's $328,000 was the average sales price for the month of January. Down from $387, so we're seeing quite a bump down from previous month. Days on the market 34, which is again up, pretty consistent with everybody else here from 31. Active listings is 29, and again, that's down. Not terribly surprising considering the time of year they were at. New listings is 14, and it was 19 the previous month, so that's down 5 from the month before. And the number of solds is 16, pretty close to what it was before. It was 18 the month before. It dropped a little bit. Nothing really significant there. But some of the trends that we're seeing, days on the market. Days on the market for most areas went up, the exception of Saratoga. Saratoga took a steep drop down to 23. But I get a feeling last month it took a big jump up, if you remember that, to 42, which probably was from a couple high-end properties that were sticking around on the market for a while. But that dropped, but we saw an increase of days on the market at Clifton Park, Albany, Boston Spa, and Queensbury, all four of our other places right there. Did it. Active listings all seem to slip a little bit too, which again, this time of year, January, right after the holidays, not overly surprising, but we did see something a little bit different here. New listings. Now, this is a little bit surprising. New listings went up in Saratoga. They stayed even in Clifton Park. All right, they were up at Albany and Boston Spa as well. And there always seems to be, there's always got to be like one place that's got to be the odd man out or the oddball. And that seems to be Queensbury lately for whatever reason, because they're the one that they dropped, where our other four places either stayed the same or went up as far as those new listings go. We all dropped in the sold. So what's that telling us? That, maybe there's not as much activity, not as many buyers out there right now because the selling has dropped down. But new listings has gone up in most of the areas, with the exception of one, though. And I know that a lot of people out there, I'm hearing this a lot of people, it's like, I don't want to buy a house when it's at its peak. I don't want to buy a house when it has peak price. Well, we're not really at their peak prices anymore. In fact, most of the areas we cover past their peak in late September, maybe early fall, depending when in there. For example, Saratoga actually reached its peak in April at $790,000. Right now it's down to $550 for the average sales price. So that has dropped over $200,000 for the average sales price. Queensbury, we'll use this for an example as well. Their peak was back in September, if you remember that. $451,000 was the peak for them back in September, and they are now down to $328,000 for the average sales price. So that has dropped over $120,000 for the average price. So for buyers out there who are looking to see, don't want to buy houses at the highest price point, we're not at that high price point anymore. They've been coming down. In fact, Clifton Park has dropped. Albany and Boston Spa, all our areas that we cover have all come down off their peaks. Boston Spa has dropped $30,000. Albany's dropped about $40,000. So they've all dropped down there. So buyers out there, pay attention. We got new listings coming on the market. Every place is up with new listings for the most part, and those price points are coming down a little bit. So buyers, take note of that. All right. If you got any questions on that, or you want to get yourself prepared, because the selling season is actually right around the corner. It's not too far away. Things are going to start to heat up, and hopefully we're going to start seeing more and more listings as we get closer to that warmer weather pop up there. So if you're in the market and you're interested in looking into buy a home, feel free to get in touch with me for a consultation. We can talk about it and help you get your plan together and get you set in the right direction. As well as if you're looking to sell your home, again, that selling season's coming up. Time is now to start thinking about what you got to do to get that property ready to get put on the market so you get top dollar for it. I got some great suggestions for you. But again, my name is Chris McMahon, a real estate agent here in the local area. And if there's an area that you're interested in that I did not cover and you want to know more about it, days on the market, stats, anything like that, just shoot me a message. I'll be more than happy to do your own private video for you, get you on a Zoom call. We can go through those numbers. I can explain them more in depth. If you're interested in any of these areas that I cover and you have questions about it, again, reach out, get a hold of me. I'd be more than happy to talk to answer any questions that you might have there. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's see what happens here. It was an exciting January to start off the year 2023. Let's see how things go for February of 2023. So guys, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next video.